Hello and welcome to Cargo Insights TV. I'm Shraddha Kapoor and today we have with us Dr. Pushpendra Pratap Singh, Country Head, Asia Shipping. Having over 24 plus years of experience and in-depth knowledge in international logistics, distributions and supply chain. He's a critical thinker, a corporate strategist, sociologist and a philanthropist. A problem solver who has successfully handled pan-India management, operations, sales and growth of various organizations with a positive approach. It is an honor to have you with us today, sir.
Thank you, Shraddha, for inviting me for this introduction.
Could you tell us about your background and experience in the logistic and supply chains industry?
Sure. I'll start from my academics. After my graduation, I did my MBA in international market only, international business only.
Okay.
And then I joined my first company was Chefco International.
All right.
It was a US-based multinational company.
Okay.
So there I, was for 1.5 years because it was first job. And then I joined a shipping line by the name of Samudera Shipping Line.
All right.
So that was my second job, and I worked there for almost 8 years.
Okay.
And after that I joined Agility, and there I was for a couple of years.
Okay.
And then that was a basically Kuwait-based multinational company, having their headquarters in Atlanta, USA. After that I joined Jazz Forwarding. It was Italian-American organization. There I was for 6 years.
Okay.
And then I joined Hanjin Logistics. Hanjin Logistics was Korean-based company.
Okay.
And Hanjin and Yushu together having almost experience of 6 years.
Okay.
So I stayed there more than 6 years.
Okay.
And then for last 4 years I have been with Asia Shipping in the capacity of country head India.
So you have a lot of international experience.
Of course, yes.
So, sir, what motivated you to pursue a PhD in logistic and supply chain management?
Basically, we say there's no end to learning it. After working in this industry for 24 years, from sales executive to country head. So then I thought, let me do my PhD, or basically doctorate.
Okay.
So then again, of course, if you are already an experienced person in shipping and logistic industry, so we will opt, of course, the same trade.
Yeah.
So I did the same thing, and that was only the reason to learn more.
Yes. And so what are some of the major challenges you have encountered in the logistic and supply chain industry, and how have you addressed them?
Good question. So basically, as I said, I started my career from sales executive.
Yeah.
So when I started my career as a sales executive, so like we were used to go to customers. So that was initially, because being in sales, you need to develop your customer base.
Exactly.
Right, and slowly, gradually, you have to grow also. Because once you have opted some career, so how you will grow?
Yeah,
personally and professionally, and socially also.
Exactly.
So you have to work hard.
Yeah.
You have to work hard. You have to pursue, in accordance with trade's requirements, needs. So shipping is very interesting trade as IT industry, as telecom industry. Our industry is also one of the unique industry.
Okay.
But at the same time, we have a lot of challenges. If you talk about industries, we cater almost all industries, but in our industry there is automotive industry.
Okay.
When we say automotive, like Maruti, Honda, such kind of companies, Sobros,
Okay.
right? And so these are the companies, and there are so many big companies also. So you need to bring their cargo in just in time.
Okay.
Basically, it's a particular time frame, because they have a particular delivery time, because that particular shipment or cargo is meant for their production unit.
Okay.
If in case that cargo is not delivered at the right time, on time, so what would happen? That production unit would be at halt.
Yeah.
And in that case, you can understand, these all factories or production units work 24/7.
Yeah.
India's infrastructure and supply chain logistics is not easy in our environment, such kind of environment we have. So we see our shipments comes from, say, X by this country, maybe is coming from China.
Yeah.
So that shipment will first come through seaport.
Okay.
And from seaport, there is a government body, Concor.
Okay.
They will bring that container to ICD.
Okay.
And after custom clearance and everything, that cargo shall be delivered to customer's warehouse.
Okay.
So sometimes there is a congestion at seaport. And how will you bring that shipment in just in time?
Okay.
Because there would be a delay of railment actually. So you should have your strong relationship there, and your pursuance with the team, with shipping lines, those things are required to cater that, so that your customer's cargo can come to their door on time.
So you should have a good rapport with them.
Good relationship and good knowledge also.
Good knowledge. And can you share some insights on the current trends and future outlooks of the logistic and supply chain industry?
Sure. Before COVID, this industry was a different, and after COVID, this is totally different. And not only basically this industry, globally, a scenario has drastically changed. Earlier, what was happening? There was physical interaction. Now, after COVID, most of the things are on a digital platform.
Yeah, mostly.
See, most of the basically meetings are also happening on Zoom or maybe any other platform. Earlier, there was, you could say, global network was required. But now that is, if you don't have a strong global network, if you don't have a strong software to work with your company, then situation would not be that competitive. You cannot compete with the market.
Exactly.
So these are the few changes have come after COVID.
Okay. How has your academic research in logistic and supply chain management contributed to the industry? And what is your area of expertise in various verticals of logistic industry?
So I started my career from freight forwarding to shipping line, and then again freight forwarding, then total logistics.
Okay.
Right. So if you talk about my expertise, I have handled reefer business, I have handled project business, and charter business also, and hazardous business also. So these are, and then most important, I'm automotive expert also, because I have been handling automotive business for last almost 20 years.
Okay.
So I know that is most sensitive business which needs to automotive, and then pharma also.
Yeah. Pharma.
Because when I said reefer and all, pharma and of course food products.
Yeah.
So these are my expertise, wherein I can I feel that I am well versed to serve my industry.
How do you see technology and automation impacting the logistics and supply chain industry in the coming years?
This is a need of hour after COVID, as I mentioned in my previous question, that digitalization is primary need.
Yeah.
Now everything in coming years, whosoever is fully equipped on digital platform, organization will sustain.
Exactly.
Otherwise, there won't be any future for the organization. Those are not fully equipped in digitalization. That I can tell you.
And have you received any recognitions from the industry towards your contribution?
Somehow, yes, I have definitely. 2022 was a very good year for me in terms of recognitions. Okay. My first recognition was I conferred with PSD. Yes. Second, I got Bharat Shri Award.
Oh wow.
Then second was Bharat Shri Samman Award. Okay. Then Icons of Asia Award.
Icons of Asia.
Yeah. Then MSME Award. Then there I was a mentor on Acharya of the Year Award. Okay. So there were couple of awards being conferred on me. Okay. And I'm thankful for trade and the people who recognized my efforts, contribution to this industry, and my hard work.
Do you involve yourself in any CSR activities, and do you contribute towards society and the environment?
See, when you have reached to certain level, then your payback time starts.
Exactly.
And when we say payback time, means serving society. And for me, I devote my 50% time to society causing and 50% to my profession. If I elaborate it,
a few examples, sir.
I'll definitely. I support so many NGOs across India. Okay. Those are working for water, maybe old age also. Few NGOs are working for depression kind of disease. few are for cancer. So there are so many NGOs. I'm supporting them as a social entrepreneur, as a philanthropist, and that is my hobby actually.
So can you share any success stories or notable projects that you have worked on in the logistic and supply chain industry?
There are so many because 24 years of career is not a small time span. But yes, of course, like we have handled so many projects.
Okay.
In my career span of for 24 years, and we have handled so many charters of Reliance Industries, and then so many projects for Honda also, and for Jaguar also, for JK Paper, JK Industries, and n numbers of many companies.
So, as an industry expert, what advice do you have for professionals who are looking to excel in the logistic and supply chain industry?
In short, I'll tell you, there are no shortcuts for success. This was the first and foremost, reply will come from my heart to industry. Industry, maybe newcomers, or maybe people who really want to build their career in our industry, or who are really suffering and don't want to grow. They want to grow. They want to grow. So foremost thing, hard work, then integrity, then loyalty, and then a vision. You should have a clear vision. Exactly. If you don't have a vision, you don't have a roadmap, and in a
future to look
yes, of course, in accordance with your roadmap, your plans, you have to design that.
Exactly.
And you have to work day and night on those plans, and you should have what do you call it, weekly review of your plans.
Wow, that is a good point.
It shouldn't be like we will do it quarterly for maybe 6 months or maybe a year. That won't work. And I followed that, and I reached to this level. You don't need to see what others are doing. Your competition should be with you only, not with others. This is the most important thing, not for our industry, even for any industry.
Also, sir, what are your future plans and goals for further contribution to the logistic and supply chain industry?
See, I am here to serve industry, to serve humanity, right? So I have reached to country head, and now, of course, I would like myself to elevate to next level, because I am now ready to take next assignments, which could be anything. But there has to be something something new, some new challenges. So I'm in search of that only. Maybe you will see very soon I'm on again one more challenging assignment in profession. And if you talk about social responsibility, so day and night I am open for that.
Can you please share your experience with Cargo Insights?
See, as you know that I have been with this industry for last 24 years plus. I have gone through so many media platforms. But Cargo Insight is one of the platform. They do things from their heart actually, right? So the team is very what we say when we say is we need a good team. So what is required to have a good team? There has to be glove in hands. There has to be synergies in that team. So I could see Cargo Insight team having that synergy, and they are open for any suggestion, and they are flexible also.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insights and for your time. And
you're welcome.
We look forward to a long-term relationship with you.
For sure, I'm always there with Cargo Insight. Thank you so much. Thank you, Shraddha.
Thank you.